Nightmares of a property manager. Hi everybody, Larry Frawley here. Listen, I'm a real estate broker in 3 states now over the last 22 years. So in Texas, in South Carolina, and in North Carolina. I'm also a couple of things very proud of, a Glover University coach, and I get the opportunity to coach agents around the country, including Canada. And lastly, I am a property manager. My wife and I, we bought a property management company, small little company. We're now sitting right about 74 doors that we manage, including 1 commercial, including a 12-unit apartment, including a duplex. I've had people ask us, why property management? And I said, well, you know, the greatest thing is, it's a great investment tool. And think about this, our renters are either all gonna rent something or they're gonna buy something. Our investors, they're either gonna purchase more properties or they're gonna go ahead and sell something, right? So for us, that is a nice benefit. In property management, I've said you either love it or you despise it, you know, because it's not an easy thing. So I got 3 things I want to talk with you about today. So the first one's going to be, should I get a property management company? Now I will tell you, we've got about 1/3 of our investors live overseas. There are a lot of oil and gas. So it's pretty difficult for them to be able to manage those properties, and yet they like the investment part of the real estate piece. We've got small and smaller mom and pop investors that, you know, quite honestly, sometimes, give you a great example. We've got one that it got brought to us only because the tenant was behind in their rents. And the owner was having a very difficult time in getting those rents. So at that time, about $5,000 behind. Now it took us 6 months, 5 months really to get them caught back up. And we finally did. It was right toward the end of their lease, but we did get them caught back up. And by the way, it was a lot of pressure, you know, on them because, you know, here's the thing, you know, I don't want to give you over to a collection company, but guess what? I've got a collection company that we work with if I have to, right? So there's number one. Another piece of that is stuff breaks. You know, stuff breaks in the houses. This is summertime in Houston, Texas, where, you know, we're going to start hitting 100 degrees and it's going to be 100 degrees for the next 3 months. It's rough on HVAC systems, right? It's rough on homes in general. If you're managing properties up north, you know, where I originally was from in Ohio, you know, up there you've got temperatures well below 0 all the way up to the 90-degree mark, right? That's very hard on your properties. Alice, my wife, does a great job with our whole repair team. You know, so she works with a lot of contractors. You know, tenant will report a repair needed, and then that starts the whole process in there, where we go ahead and arrange all that, make sure our vendors are getting paid, making sure our property owners' investments are taken care of. So, right there, for the little bit of money that we do it for, it is a great tool and investment. The last piece is kind of, you know, why would you hire a property manager? Well, I will tell you this, like I said early on, you know, the little bit of money that it costs you, gosh, it is well worth it. I mean, our systems, you know, our tenants pay on an app. They report maintenance on an app. We've got somebody that's monitoring those lines 24 hours a day. Once again, we take payment in. Our owners get paid out of those portals. We have a whole entire accounting team that's actually our bookkeepers, kind of our CPA, who we use for our CPA, so it makes it nice and easy. We have things like pet screeners, you know, for folks that are bringing in pets. You know, we don't want, you know, a very dangerous dog, you know, or one that's got a history of biting, right? We don't want those in our units. Our tenants go through a whole screening and background check, not only just credit, but it's criminal. It's also if they've, part of their rent history, or have they ever been evicted right? That's all in there. That's part of what we do. Our owners and our accounting team take care of 1099 in all of our owners and their investments, at the end of the year. So those are just some of the reasons that you would hire a property manager. Why should I have a property manager, and what are the challenges? I will tell you, there's sometimes some of our properties, they come with, let's just say, challenges to them. I took a property once. It was a fourplex. I had 3 people in there. When I met with the owner, he said, listen, they're all behind their rents, and if they can't get the rents caught up, then it's time to get them moved out. I went in, I got the tenants' attention, and then I went and met with each one of them. And one, for example, was well, let's just say either growing pot or had a very strong sense of it in the apartment itself. So my conversation with her is, listen, that's illegal. Number 1 in Texas, you can't do that, and you're gonna get kicked out. My other one, she was, let's call a lady of the evening, I was told, and so I did meet with her, and I said, listen, you can't do that. That's illegal activity, and you're broken your lease. The last one, I got a little worried because I was told he'll greet you sometimes at the door with a gun. Anyhow, I went in and met with him, and I just told him, I said, listen, I've been told that you're shooting guns up in the airs and you can't do that. And he said, well, no, I wasn't shooting in the air, I was shooting on the ground. I said, listen, that is illegal activity, and you've broken your lease that way, and it's got to stop, right? That behavior's got to stop. Now, I did get all of those removed. They were all behind in their rents. They did leave the property. One came back and kicked the door in, and I had to get locks changed again. But that's, sometimes just a little part of the business. I had one here, which I got a call from the owner on a Sunday and said, hey, listen, I think they Airbnb'd my home, and there was a shooting over there last night. Somebody got shot. Now, I can tell you this, that was one of my biggest fears going into owning a property management company. So we visited over there. It wasn't an Airbnb. The tenant was there. It was a big party. Yes, somebody got shot. Yes, it wasn't too serious or deadly. Let's put it that way. Now, once again, over the last month, we got that tenant out of there. So, when I go back and I talk about nightmares of a property management company and a property manager, gosh, that's some of them. I'm going to continue doing more and more of these videos. If you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, right? Property management, I will just tell you this, we have really enjoyed it. It's been a tremendous experience. We've grown, we've loved the business. And if you would like one of your properties managed, or if you're starting to look for other properties, hey, we'd be glad to help you out. Once again, Larry Frawley, we're with H-Town Living. Hope to talk to you soon. Thanks.